What's up YouTube, WePostE here. Today it's Victor bringing you guys another battle for our original series. However, if you look around the border and the screen around you, you'll notice what the flop, this is not the same teams. Yeah, this is just going to be a quick match because I think it showcased Scarf Mamoswine's ability really well. So basically, you guys see the three Pokemon from before in the live stream, but I've also added 3 other Pokemon recommended by 3 other users whose names I cannot recall at the moment, but they will appear on the screen as I talk about it. So the Drifblim is kind of standard, I guess. It's unburdened, but it has it's specially based instead of physically orientated, which those usually have acrobatics and stuff. So I figured that was kind of different. The Liepard is life orbed with I put Nasty Plot when they recommend like taunt, but Nasty Plot is definitely useful because most Liepards are those really annoying ones with Swagger, Thunder Wave, Substitute, and then Foul Play, and I hate those. They're just so annoying. And Liepard needs the special attack boost to do anything really sweep when it's life orbed. And then finally, I have the Mamoswine there, which is Scarfed, and this is what this first battle is going to be showcasing. Because let me tell you, this team, it's made up of 6 Pokemon that people recommended to me, so it's not actually supposed to be a team. And one thing that this quote-unquote team has, I'm not sure if I used that phrase right, it's something that it lacks is a good wall, which means that it can't really switch in too much, which means that a lot of battles I've had, actually I've only had one battle that was longer than 40 turns. I haven't had one battle that's over 30 yet, so most of them are like under 20 turns, so that makes finding good battles really hard with this team. I've been rambling, and also the Honchkrow is actually different because the Liepard is kind of like a Honchkrow, but a bit worse. So let's get on with this battle, shall we? So I'm gonna lead off with Nermomo 12. I'm gonna go for Earthquake because honestly, this team cannot handle Scizors. Like, the one thing that probably resists any moves is Drifblim, and Drifblim cannot take a bullet punch. And he predicts me to leave, so he goes for the Pursuit, which honestly I was just about to leave, but I figured, like, what am I going to switch to? So that's why I went for the Earthquake instead, and I was able to 2 KO it after he went for the bullet punch. Anyways, I go for another Earthquake now because I'm Scarfed and I'm Jolly, so they're both base 80. Unless he was timid, it was not a speed tie. Now I'm gonna have to be forced to switch out to one of my other Pokemon, which will be the Slowking, because I figured that he would switch and Slowking could take something, go for an Avalanche. Anyways, he goes into the Gastrodon, and I figured, okay, he's gonna Toxic me. I'll just go into Shun because Shun doesn't really mind Toxic, and here I double switch back into Mamoswine, mostly because I thought he would go into Salamence, and then I could just kill it with the Icicle Crash, because I figured that he would rather get up a DD to have +1 speed and attack than a Sap Sipper boost, which is +1 attack. Which is why I figured that he would go to Salamence. But it doesn't really matter because Sawsbuck is also 2 times weak to Icicle Crash, which is just as well. He's going to go to Gastrodon again. I'm going to go back into Sawsbuck because, again, I can take whatever he wants to do, barring an Ice Beam. And luckily, I don't get the burn there, which is really nice. Going to double switch back into Mamoswine. Icicle Crash, he has nothing to take it on his team once again. So there's Mamoswine doing some real work. I'm going to go for another Icicle Crash. It does 52%, so that's good. Apparently he has a Flame Orb, which is really weird. Does that like boost his speed or something? Because he outsped me, so it's probably a speed tie. So it doesn't really matter because I can just go into Sawsbuck, and then 2 Horn Leeches will take out this Jolteon and then the Gastrodon next turn. So I figured that was pretty good showcase of Mamoswine's abilities, which is why we are including it in this battle. Now to the main course. Let's go. Which is the one battle I have that I figured it's decent enough to show on YouTube. Showdown decides to put it on my opponent's side. Good job, Showdown. Anyways, looking at my opponent's team, I figured, this could actually be a good battle because this team looks kind of intimidating. Not like the Garchomp, Scizor. This team has huge problem with Scizor and Volcarona. The Terrakion is also a huge threat. Everything's a huge threat. Okay, just everything. So yeah, let's get on with this one, shall we? So he's gonna go for a Tyranitar, and I was debating whether to go for Superpower or Earthquake, because Earthquake I could take him out, but Superpower is like more guaranteed to take him out since I'm Jolly, and so I figured like there's no attack. But then with the Superpower, I'm kind of afraid that the Scizor can just Pursue Trap me, which is like not good. So I thought he would Pursue, which is why I went for the Superpower again, which to be honest I should have just tried to take the Pursuit and leave. He just goes for a Superpower by himself, and like I said, I don't really have anything on this team to take any move that he wants to throw at me. So that's kind of Anyways, I go for Hidden Power and actually outspeed him, which is kind of nice. Hidden Power Flying, just because there's one thing I want to always do with Drifblim is just get rid of that Flight Gem as soon as possible, because it comes in handy here, as I could just take out the Terrakion with a Destiny Bond. So that's good. But 4 turns in and 5 Pokemon have already fainted. That just shows the kind of matches I've been having lately. I'm going to go for an Ice Avalanche here, and this Celebi and Garchomp combo is actually going to bother me a ton in this battle, because I want to go for the Avalanche, but that Celebi's just there to take it like a beast, which kind of doesn't make any sense because it's an ice move and he's supposed to be weak. But that just shows how beastly Celebi is, or maybe how weak Slowking is. I actually had a battle with Slowking where I was set to sweep, and then he just brings in the Rachi and hacks me to death, like what all Jirachis do. I was so mad. I decided not to show that battle because of how mad I was. Anyways, he paralyzed my Sawsbuck, and I honestly wasn't expecting him to go for Thunder Wave, but he obviously expected me to switch out, which is a good move on his part. I'm going to go for a Nasty Plot, and I'm actually poised to do some real damage here. He's going to go for the, let me think, Thunder Wave on my Rihohua. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. He does, because I have the Limber on here instead of Prankster, because why would I have Prankster? I'm offensive. But obviously no one really runs Limber, which is why he went for the Thunder Wave. Anyways, go for Dark Pulse, 2 KOs, and I was actually wondering if I should have went for another Dark Pulse, because I figured maybe, that thing looks defensive because it's Thunder Wave, maybe it could have taken a Scald or something, but I wanted to just go safe and just take him out. He's going to take him on with Stone Edge, and so in the end, it doesn't even matter because he outspent me. I'm going to go for Avalanche again, just because I don't want to take any chances. I need a Bunny in HD to be as high as health as possible, because he needs to take a move before going for the Avalanche to actually do any damage. And I'm just going to stand here because I want to just get maybe lower him down to about a quarter health with the Avalanche, because now that I took a hit, I can go for I can do 50% damage, and that does a alright amount, I guess. Now I'm going to switch out because I kind of want to salvage Bunny in HD, and I need him at high mountain HP because I need to keep it for the Garchomp, okay? I'm going to go to Leon because I figured, what does he have? Maybe a Thunder Wave, Leech Seed, whatever. No, not Leech Seed. Giga Drain, Psychic, potentially. I can resist all of those. I could go for a Substitute, first of all, or rather a Brave Bird. Oh, yeah. And look how much recoil this does, like, we have Life Orb, you have Recoil, you have Rough Skin, you have Sandstorm. Wow, 50% damage. I was the one going for the move, and yet I was the one who ended up taking half of my health away. So, that's unfortunate. I'm going to go to Shun to take a Stone Edge because, well, no one else can take a Stone Edge or wants to take a Stone Edge. And Shun's kind of like death fodder at this point because he's paralyzed, so he can't do anything. I mean, I'll be able to get, like, 17% damage on the Celebi with the Leech Seed. But anyways, I'm going to go for the Leon again because they figured he would just want to take me out. And he goes for Thunder Wave, so this guy's a boss and he paralyzes me. And he's just going to go for a cover, which I don't understand because I have the Brave Bird. I was thinking about going for the Ruse to salvage my Honchkrow, but I figured that it would just be better to take out the Celebi right there, or the Garchomp. Either way is good. To be honest, if I taken out the Garchomp, he probably would have won this match because his Giga Drains were doing about 35% damage to my Bunny in HD, so I couldn't. And since my Avalanches were only doing about 50%, I don't know. I just feel like he kind of would have had a better chance to win if he had the Celebi there. So, anyways, that was the battle. It was the most decent battle I've had with this team, if you can call it a team. And so what I've noticed was a lot of the Pokemon that you guys been sending me, they're all offensive. So how about let's have a different theme this week and see who can send me a Pokemon with some weird walling capabilities, like something that you wouldn't expect to be a wall, but it works well as one. Like, I don't know, maybe a physically defensive Salamence with Intimidate. I mean, obviously it wouldn't work because it's weak to Stealth Rocks and it's 4 times weak to Ice, but you know, you get something like that. So I want to see what you guys come up with, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.